Well, here's a kit that I never actually thought I'd be owning, but it's the HG Build Custom Ballden Arm Arms. And yeah, I had zero interest in ever getting this. I thought, until I started to think a little bit more about this guy. And so yeah, like I said in that review, I was recommended to a blog that talked about using this set to improve articulation of older HG kits, and so that's what I'm going to be trying out. I'm going to be trying to use some of these joint parts and stuff for the HG Tristan. So like I said, I'll be going over that in some future work in progress videos for that kit soon-ish, as soon as I can. But in the meantime, just want to, I guess, just do a short little unboxing review-ish kind of review for this. I'm not actually going to snap this all up, because it's basically just a whole bunch of joint parts and then a few other just kind of random parts thrown in there. So there's not really much to review. It's kind of basically just parts to use for whatever you like. I feel like most people who get this are probably going to be getting it mostly for the joint parts and not really so much for the other parts. But there are some cool parts in there and stuff. So basically, this is from 2015, so it is now 2 years old, and this was number 22 in the line. And you can see the list price was 800 yen for this. And here you can see everything that's going to be included with this. So you get a few different like wing parts, a couple different like armor parts, and then a whole bunch of joint parts. So you have a couple of joints that will be used for like elbow or knee joints, and then some other joints that you can use for like shoulder and hip joints. So we'll probably be using all of those, I imagine. So, or you can build it as this like horrible spider contraption thing that will attach onto the back of your Gundams or whatever you want to do, and you can use all the joint parts to make it like arms to hold different weapons, or make it into like this big tail thing, or you can just have those like just mounted onto random things like a petite guy or a Dom or a crossbone Gundam. And I guess you could probably make some alright looking stuff with that, but like I said, let's get into the box here. So here's all the runners. It looks like 1, 2, 3, 4 runners in there. So you do have a fair amount of stuff. It's all in gray. Here is the manual. The parts list will be here on the back. So we're going to have A1, A2, and then double of the runner B. So for the construction, I don't even know like really what you're even building with the construction of this. I guess they actually have you building that like backpack thing, but it's all just a bunch of random stuff. So yeah, it's got joint parts, it's got these parts, it's got those parts, it's got these ball and socket parts, and it's got this part that makes this kind of missile pod, and then it's got these like wing parts, and then these kind of like armor panel parts, kind of shield looking parts, and then it's done like that. And then you can take those parts apart and you can move stuff around. You can plug this onto the back of stuff, and then here's just showing about using those different joints if you want to use them as joints for different things like that. So let's have a look at the runners here. Right, so here's runner A1 and A2. A1 is just all the ball and socket joints, and then runner A2 is just all the like elbow and knee joints. So I think these will look cool when they're together. And then runner B, like I said, we just have 2 of the same thing, so it's just got these kind of rectangular armor pieces, and then these more different shaped ones there, and just got some plugs on the back so you can plug those onto things. Have the missile pod here, which has this part that goes on the front of there. The back is just going to be just this hollow empty space though. These wing parts, which have a little bit of molded detail on there, are these like missiles, I guess, or teeth or spikes or whatever you want to use those for. And then a couple other joint parts here, just for holding different things together here and here. So that's pretty much it. So that's it for this video. If you guys are actually looking forward to seeing more of these parts actually in use, then look forward to my work in progress videos on the Tristan. In the meantime, that's pretty much all. I just wanted to give you guys a look at what's actually in the box. And like I said, there's not really too much to review with this kit, so hopefully that was helpful for if you guys were maybe like me and never really gave this kit too much thought. There is, I suppose, some use to it, so we'll give that a shot in the work on the Tristan Gundam. So in the meantime, thank you guys as always for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.
Thanks for watching. See you next time.